I'm Matt with etrailer. Today we're talking about CTEK's lithium battery charger. This is going to be great if you have anything like we have today, like this camper. And if you decide to go with this after watching this video, since you can pair this up with a lot of different setups, just snag a picture so we can see your setup too. Now CTEK has a lot of different options, but if you have those lithium batteries, because you're someone who does a lot of off-roading, overlanding, you have a camper, you need a battery source that's going to have a lot of storage to it. You're going to want a lithium battery. Well, you want to make sure you're pairing it up with the right type of charger too. Reason being, if you pair it up with a lead acid charger, they use a different system for charging up that battery. And if you don't pair them up correctly, it could actually damage that battery over time. But with a camper setup, a lot of times you're probably going to have some solar panels. We have some solar panels on our camper today, but in some instances, solar panels aren't going to be the best option for you, or they're not going to be able to get the job done for you. The reason why I say that is if you're in an area that gets a lot of cloud coverage, or some spots where shade moves around, covers that panel for a little bit, it's not going to be as efficient. This is going to give you a consistent amount of power throughout the whole day, so that's what really stands out about it. But you're going to have access to an outlet to charge it from. But on the flip side of things, if you're just getting out of winterization, your camper sat there for a little bit, you probably haven't started that battery. This is going to get that battery nice and prepped so you don't have to deal with the hassle of it not starting right off the bat. Now with a camper setup or your overlanding setup, you're probably going to have a solar panel with it. But solar panels aren't going to be the answer for all your situations. So if it's a cloudy day outside, or if you have something covering the solar panel itself, whether that be snow, shade, you're not going to be able to get that power. That's where this is going to come in. This is going to be able to charge your battery. The only thing you need access to is going to be an outlet. And on the flip side of things, speaking of snow, after winterization or during winterization, you can keep this plugged in the entire time, just in case you're in an area where you won't have access to that power constantly going to the battery, so it starts up a little bit better when winterization is over. So let's take a closer look at the CTEK charger itself, and this is going to be a really simple one compared to the other ones out there. The other ones are going to have different modes to it. This one's not. All it's going to have is this reset button, so it kind of reboots your battery. They kind of make sure everything runs properly. And over here, we're going to have these settings. This is going to be something pretty common with CTEK. Each different spot's going to do something slightly different. We're just going to check your battery, charge the battery, and then at the very end, what I really like is going to go into a care mode at step 8. This is going to ensure that you don't overcharge the battery, because if you overcharge the battery, a lot of times it becomes less efficient over time. Now when it comes to connecting to your battery, you can do that two different ways with this kit. You can do the old-fashioned way with the alligator clamps. What I like about this is you can still do it in a spark-proof method. So you can connect these first. Once that's connected, then you can connect to the quick connect. The other way is going to primarily use that quick connect method to charging your battery. And that's going to use eyelets, just like these. This is going to be more of a permanent style. So let's take a closer look at that. You notice this is always going to be connected to your battery, and when you need to disconnect or connect, just come right over here, and that's just how it works. Very simple to do. Now I will say, with the kit we have today, they're going to come with eyelets that have a 6mm size to them. That's not going to be wide enough for our battery, so you might have to find a different one. We also have 8mm ones and 10mm ones. Just find out more information about your battery so you can find the right one for you. Other than that, there's not going to be a whole lot to it. It's just going to be an efficient way of charging your lithium batteries. But let's say you don't have a lithium battery, you have lead acid batteries. We got some CTEK chargers for those applications too. We need to have some that can charge not only your lithium batteries, but also lead acid batteries too. So we're going to have a range of options for you here on our website. But of course, if you have any other questions, please let us know here at etrailer. Again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.